You don't need to fly to Las Vegas to gamble. Because right now, in your pocket, you already carry a casino. The flashing red notifications. The endless scroll. The jackpot feeling when your order arrives, or when your stock climbs just $1 more. It's always the same game. But here's the terrifying truth. The very same chemicals that trap gamblers in front of slot machines are being triggered every time you swipe, scroll, or click buy now. Tonight, we pull back the curtain. And once you see the tricks hidden inside your phone, you will never look at money, or at your own brain, the same way again. Dopamine. The most powerful chemical in your financial life. But here's the catch, dopamine is not pleasure. It's anticipation. It's the rush before the reward, the craving, the chase. And it's this exact anticipation that casinos mastered decades ago. They created machines with unpredictable outcomes. Sometimes you win. Most times, you lose. But it's the maybe, the uncertainty, that keeps you hooked. Your phone works the same way. Apps are built on variable rewards. A new notification. A surprise discount. A random congratulations message. You never know when it will come, so your brain keeps checking, over and over. Like the man in New York who spent over $120,000 on mobile games without realizing it. Each small win, each flashing animation, dragged him deeper into the cycle. And here's the truth, that wasn't a mistake. The system was built this way. Story 1, The Executive and the Watch. There's a CEO in London, earning millions every year. But he confessed something strange, he owns 27 luxury watches. Some still have the tags on. He never wears them. Why buy them? He said, the moment I click purchase, I feel alive. But when the box arrives, the excitement is already gone. That's not about timepieces. That's dopamine pulling the strings. Casinos figured this out long before Silicon Valley. Slot machines are not designed to make you rich. They are designed to keep you playing. That's why they use variable rewards. Sometimes you win a little, sometimes nothing, sometimes a big jackpot. The unpredictability is what keeps you hooked. Now look at your phone. Every app is built like a slot machine. Pull to refresh on Instagram? That's a slot lever. Sometimes you see something exciting. Sometimes you don't. Notifications? They're jackpots in disguise. Sometimes it's a friend message. Sometimes it's spam. Sometimes it's a sale ending in 1 hour. You never know, so you keep checking. Story 2, The Trader in New York. In New York, a 29-year-old trader was glued to his phone. He wasn't looking for opportunities. He was refreshing his brokerage app hundreds of times per day. His portfolio didn't change. But the small green or red numbers felt like a slot machine. One night, he said, I know I'm not investing. I'm just chasing the dopamine. And it's ruining me. E-commerce apps use flash sales and countdown timers to mimic roulette. And trading platforms? They shower you with confetti when you make a trade, exactly like casinos celebrate even the smallest wins. One man in Asia spent over $120,000 on mobile games. Not because he loved the games, but because every tiny victory kept him hooked. He later admitted he couldn't remember a single thing he actually won. That wasn't entertainment. That was addiction. And here's the dangerous difference, casinos want you for a weekend. Look closer, and you'll see the blueprint of the casino hidden inside your apps. Slot machines use flashing lights, victory sounds, and unpredictable wins to trap the brain into chasing dopamine. Social media does the same. The pull to refresh gesture is nothing more than a digital slot machine lever. E-commerce apps replicate roulette tables, with flash sales and surprise discounts. Trading platforms like Robinhood or Binance imitate poker tables, using confetti animations and "you won" alerts to keep investors hooked, not informed. One woman checked her trading app over 400 times per day. When asked why, she admitted, "I wasn't investing. I was gambling with dopamine." And here's the dangerous twist: casinos only want you for a weekend. Apps want you for life. Now let's talk about the financial traps. Credit cards feel painless because your brain doesn't register the swipe as spending. One-click purchases remove all friction, keeping the dopamine cycle strong. And then there's the illusion of buy now, pay later. It feels free, harmless, but what it really does is hijack your future self, locking you into a debt spiral you can't see coming. Like the Paris executive who spent $40,000 in a single weekend on luxury handbags. She never even opened the boxes. When asked why, she whispered, "I don't know. I just couldn't stop." That is not shopping. That is addiction. And make no mistake, this system was designed to exploit you. Tech companies hire neuroscientists and casino architects to design apps that keep you hooked. They call it persuasive design. Every button, every color, every sound is carefully engineered to manipulate your behavior. This is the attention economy. Every second you stay hooked, they profit. And with every purchase, every swipe, every click, you generate data that makes their system even stronger, even more addictive. One former Google engineer admitted, "We didn't build apps to help people. We built apps to keep them addicted." And every second you spend trapped in that cycle is profit for someone else. But here's the question: are you the player, or are you the product? Breaking the cycle is not easy, but it's possible. The first step is awareness. Recognize that your phone is a casino. That every app is a slot machine. Turn off notifications. Remove the variable rewards. Delay your purchases, so the dopamine rush loses its power. Create friction, because friction is your friend. If it takes 5 steps instead of 1 click, your brain has time to resist. Limit your time inside apps the same way you'd limit time in a casino. Visit, but don't live there. The science of neuroeconomics is clear: whoever controls dopamine controls money. And right now, corporations control your dopamine. Casinos don't care who you are. They care how long you play. Your phone doesn't care who you are. It only cares how long you scroll, how often you buy, how deep you go. The more you play, the more they win. And the more you lose. But here's the secret: once you see the game, you don't have to play. Once you understand the science, you can take back control. You can see the slot machine for what it is, an illusion. You can see the dopamine hit for what it is, manipulation. You can see the system for what it is, a war. This is not just psychology. This is neuroeconomics. And this is the secret war for your wealth. And if you think this is only about money, think again. Dopamine doesn't just control your wallet. It controls your time. It controls your focus. It controls your future. Every second you give to the slot machines in your pocket is a second you never get back. And while you chase the next hit, the next notification, the next deal, the companies on the other side of the screen are cashing in. Now you've seen the truth. Your phone is not a tool. It's a casino. Every swipe, every scroll, every buy now, is a bet, and the house always wins. But here's the question: will you keep playing their game, or will you take back control of your own mind? If you're ready to break free, don't stop here. This channel is your edge, the place where psychology, money, and power collide. Subscribe now, because every week we expose another hidden layer of the system designed to keep you addicted and broke. And in the next video, we'll go even deeper into the secret techniques corporations use to hack your identity itself. Not just your wallet, but your very sense of self. So ask yourself, are you the player, or are you the product? The choice is yours. But remember, the most expensive game is the one you don't even know you're playing.